everyone, it's time for another story time video because as I've said, I'm gonna try and tell more stories because my life is crazy. This is from when I was 16, so it's quite a while ago. I was with one of my friends, we're still friends, we were in my hometown, and she had spoken to a girl online that she wanted to meet up with, and she was coming to my hometown. She lived on a different island or whatever, and we were just gonna hang out in town, and we did, and it was fun, it was nice. Like, we were talking together and it was fun. I was like, hey, we made a new friend, like, this is fun. This girl was a little bit like rebellious, we could tell. I was this kind of girl who would just never get in trouble. I just didn't want to do anything wrong because I don't like the feel. Still to this day, I'm still this person. I don't like doing anything wrong. So this girl was like, let's go to the parking garage of the shopping center, and we did. I don't know why. It's not like it was cool to hang out there. There was nothing there. It was so boring. I don't know why we went there. And it's not like we're not allowed to be down there, but we're not, you know, supposed to be down there. And I was kind of like stood by the door with the door open. I was like, guys, like, let's go. And they were standing, you know, by the other wall, like quite far away from me ish, and they were standing by like a paper recycling container, like a huge container, and the girl picked some paper up and she lit it on fire. It was paper, so it like completely just combusted. I was just like, what is happening? Like, no, this is bad. And it was a huge piece of paper. We didn't know what to do, and this girl was just like, you know, if you were watching a movie and an evil kid would light something on fire and just like watch it, like they've lost their mind, that was that. And my friend took it and tried to, like, my friend did not have to deal with that. I didn't know how to deal with that either. We were kids. She tried to wave it so that it would stop burning. It didn't work, but by this point the paper had burnt so much that she couldn't hold on anymore, and she didn't know what she was doing, so she just dropped it into the container full of paper, and of course it just started burning, and they were both like, what the hell are we gonna do now? It's on fire. And I was just so scared because I knew at that point, of course, we were gonna get in trouble. Like, this is terrible. And I was like, we need to go, we need to go. It was not in my mind at all that we needed to go and get help. I was just like, I don't want to get in trouble. Like, I just want to leave. So they kind of like came running to me so that we could run. I still had the door open, and then a guy came to obviously get his car. He came to the door, and I just looked at him, and he looked at me, and I was just terrified. And then my friend and the other girl came running, and my friend just like screamed in his face because she was like, no, we're busted. So she just screamed in his face, then I started screaming, and we were all just screaming, and then we just ran. He went in, and of course, like, he saw what had happened, and he had to try and, you know, put the fire out because it was a huge fire at this point. We just ran and like left, and I was like, we need to tell an adult about this, and they were just kind of like, and I was just there like, even if we try to pretend that it wasn't us, that guy saw us clearly, right in our face. We won't get away with this. There is no way. This is a small town. I was so upset. I don't ever get in trouble, and my parents are gonna be so disappointed with me. My mom came and picked me up because I was just like, I'm done with this day. I don't want to hang out anymore. Like, I'm just gonna go home. And I went home, and I was like so upset, and my mom was like, there's something wrong. Like, you need to tell me. And I was like, this happened. And my mom was just so stressed, and I don't remember if the police contacted us first or if we contacted the police, but either way it wouldn't have made a difference because they knew that it was me. Like, they knew who I was. We went in for like police questioning and stuff. I went in there with my parents. My parents were sitting there, and I was just sitting there like, I just couldn't say anything, and the police officer was like asking me questions, and I was like, yeah, Obviously they knew that I wasn't the one who did it, but I was also the one that was at risk because I was 16 and they were 15, and I was at the age, like, it could get on my record. They were still kids, so they wouldn't be affected by it, and the fire did a lot of damage, so yeah, it was scary. They tried to get my friend to pay for something, but she was literally like, I did not do it. There was that girl that set that stuff on fire. The girl like denied it and stuff, and she had some kind of family issues or something, so I think already they were like, oh, more stuff for this girl. But it was so stressful, and it just felt like, have I just destroyed my life now? But I know that it wasn't me that did it, but it still felt like it was my fault. But obviously you don't expect that someone's just gonna, you know, suddenly get a lighter out and light something on fire before you can even, you know, I don't know. I just don't expect that from people. That was just crazy. But yeah, that was it. What do you think? Is my life crazy or what? But yeah, that was that. That was the time I almost got arrested for arson. Fun times. Give me a thumbs up for sympathy because that was stressful, and I shall see you next Friday. Keep it the good vibes. Bye!